Vogue, it's Lydia. I am here doing beauty secrets and I'm going to be walking you through my perfect date night makeup look. No, I'm just kidding. How cool would it be if I was actually on Vogue Beauty Secrets? I really wanted to do a date night makeup look for Valentine's Day, and I was watching beauty secrets videos as I always do, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna pretend like I'm on a beauty secrets video, and that's how I'm gonna show you all my date night makeup look. I'm going to be showing you all how to get this makeup look. The things I focus on in this makeup look is a very flawless glowy base, a little bit of a pop on the eye, and then a very nice rosy lip. And the best thing about this makeup look is that it's gonna last you all night long, which is key for date nights. It's gonna last you through dinner. I'm gonna show you all the products that I use and how to achieve this makeup look. If you're interested in learning how to recreate this, please keep watching. Okay, I am all barefaced. To prep my skin this morning, I did my everyday skincare routine. I started off with Bioderma. I used this on a cotton pad and just swipe it all over my face. And then I went in with my moisturizer. I am currently loving Korres Nourishing Probiotic Gel Cream. This is such a good daily moisturizer. It keeps your skin so hydrated, but it's lightweight on your skin, and so it looks really nice underneath makeup. I love that stuff. And then I just went in with a little bit of eye cream. This is the Ole Henrikson Banana Bright eye cream. And I actually love the color of this so much. It's kind of that peachy color, so I think it helps as a little bit of a base underneath my eyes because I have the worst dark circles. That's what we did to prep my skin this morning. I'm going to start off with my base. I am using the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk foundation, and this is a new box. We get to open it together, which is so satisfying. Beautiful. This is probably the third bottle I've gone through of this foundation. It is the best. It makes your skin look absolutely flawless. Luminous is the perfect word for this because it's glowy but not being too greasy. It really is the best foundation. So I'm going in with just one pump of that on my hand, and I'm just going to use my finger to dot this around my face. I use the shade 4, and I find that that's a really good winter shade for me. And then I'm just gonna start by buffing this in with my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, which desperately needs to be washed, but please forgive that. So I just use little stippling motions to press this into my skin, and I have found that doing this before going in with my beauty blender is the key to keeping coverage, because I would say that this foundation is more of a medium coverage. If you go straight in with your beauty blender, it picks up too much of the product. It really lessens the coverage. So just stippling this in with the brush first, and then just taking it down my neck as well. I'm gonna take what's a little bit that's left on my hand and just go around my nose because I definitely have some redness there too. Okay, and then before I do my beauty blender, I'm going to go in with some concealer. This is the Natasha Denona Hi Glam concealer, and this is perfect for date night. It's full coverage, but it still looks really nice on the skin. So I'm just going underneath my eyes. And this is in the shade Y1. Using my same brush just to blend that in. I'm going to take this on top of my eyelids as well, because again, I have very discolored eyelids, and so I like to make a nice little base for our eyeshadow. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my dampened beauty blender. This actually isn't a real beauty blender. This is the Real Techniques sponge. And again, I just press everything into my skin to make sure it's seamless. Okay, and as easy as that, our base is done. Since this is our date night look, I am going to do the slightest bit of contouring. So I'm taking the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sunkissed Glow Bronzer. This is a cream bronzer, and it is such an easy one to blend out. I'm taking a Real Techniques, what is this called? Sculpting brush, and I'm just getting a little bit of the product on the brush. I don't want a ton because I want this to be pretty light. But then I'm just going right underneath my cheekbone. Just slightly building up the product right there, and then on the other side. And then I'm actually going to wipe my brush off a bit to get the excess product off. And then I'm going to use the same brush to blend it, and I'm blending it using upward motions to really get that nice cheekbone effect. This is really the only contouring I like to do when I'm just doing something in person like this. I will do more contouring if I'm taking a photo, but I just think the more contouring you do, the less natural it looks in person. And I just want to look as natural but as beautiful as possible on a date. And so that's why I just do this tiniest bit right here underneath my cheekbone, just to define it a little bit. And since we are putting blush on top of it, I don't think it looks too unnatural. So I'm gonna go in with my blush next. This is my cult favorite, all-time best blush. I've talked about this so many times. This is the Nars Afterglow liquid blush in the color Brazen. This is a really light, kind of pinky coral color, and I love this stuff. So I normally take 3 dots on each side, and I find that that's a good amount. Same thing with this product. It is so easy to blend out. I'm taking my Real Techniques Instapop Cheek brush and just, again, blending it out. I am going to take it a little bit over my nose just because I like the way it looks. Okay, I'm going to do a quick pass of the Beauty Blender to blend the blush and the bronzer together. I love this combo so much. And then for our last cheek step, this is the magic product that makes your makeup look so glowy and beautiful and gives your cheek that little pop. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light wand in Glowgasm. And this is kind of a blush and highlight in one. And you don't need a ton of this because it's very pigmented, but I just do one little dot here and dot here. That's all you need, but I'm telling you, it makes the biggest difference in your makeup. Taking my same Real Techniques blush brush and just blending that out. It gives the nicest glow to your skin, and I think it looks more natural because it's a blush color. It just looks like you have glowy blush on. And then again, Beauty Blender. Pressing everything into the skin. This is probably where I have to work to blend things out the most because that Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light wand is so pigmented. It can take a little bit to get it perfectly pressed into the skin, so just take your time with it and really work with it. And I think using a damp sponge like this is going to be your best friend. But yeah, that's our cheek look. Doesn't it look so nice but so natural? I'm obsessed with it. Okay, moving on to eyes. I'm gonna start off the way I do pretty much every eyeshadow look, and that is by using the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize Cream Eyeshadow. This is in the color Champagne. And I just take a tiny little bit onto the back of my hand. I have to stick my nail in it because it's too small. And then I'm just pressing a little tiny bit onto my eyelid, just to give us a little shimmery base. And then same thing on the other eye. And I'm going to take a different finger from what I applied it with, and I'm just going to blend it out. This is kind of a rough blend out. You're just making sure that you don't have any harsh lines where you applied the product. I'm going in with one of my new eyeshadow palettes. I got this for Christmas and I have been loving it. It is limited edition, but I'm pretty sure you can still get it on Charlotte Tilbury's website. This is the Pillow Talk Beautyverse Love palette. First of all, the packaging is beautiful. And here are the colors. They're very warm, and I honestly normally am drawn more towards cooler eyeshadows like taupe and, I don't know, more of like a silvery champagne than I am more of a rose gold champagne, but I've just been really liking this one and it's different from anything else that I own. So, okay, we're not gonna do a ton of eyeshadow because I like to keep the eyeshadow to a minimum just because I like to do more eyeliner. So I'm actually just going to take this middle shade right here. I don't know what brand. This is the LaRousse Angled Shading Brush number LR008. I don't know where I got this brush. I want to say it was in a set that I was gifted, but I honestly don't know. I'm just taking a little tiny bit and I'm just going to dust it over that cream eyeshadow. Really, I do this more to set my eyeshadow than anything because the cream eyeshadow can crease a little bit on me, and it also just gives the cream eyeshadow a really nice tint. But I'm picking up barely any product on my brush because I don't want it to be harsh. I just want a tiny little bit dusted over my cream eyeshadow. I feel like you probably can't even tell on camera, but it just gives your cream eyeshadow a little bit more of a pop and it sets it, which is nice. And then to set kind of the rest of my eyeshadow, I'm going in with my Too Faced Natural Eyes palette, and I am going to take this top cream shade right here on a fluffier crease brush. This is the YC Collection 03 brush. Again, I have no idea where I got this. I was probably given to me in a set, or maybe I got it from Ipsy. I take a little bit and I go in my crease just like that, and then up towards my eyebrow as well. I started using lighter shades in my crease because I just liked the way that they opened up my eyes more. I don't think that I have hooded eyes, but I think that I have very like squinty eyes, and so I think that using this lighter shade in my crease instead of a darker shade, which is what you would normally do, just kind of brings some life into my eyes. And taking it again up to my eyebrow. Okay, staying in this palette, I am going to take my angled liner brush. This one is from Eco Tools, and it's just called the angled liner brush. It's just one of those little tiny baby brushes. I'm taking my same Too Faced eyeshadow palette and using the color Sexpresso, and this is what I'm going to use for my eyeliner. So I just like to press this right against my lash line and create the tiniest little line for eyeliner. So I take this all the way down and over on my eyelid. You can see it really just darkens that lash line and makes your eyes pop a little bit more, which I love. So I'm gonna go to the other side. You can pretty much do this with any dark eyeshadow. And then again, taking it all the way down to that corner. For our last kind of eye step, I'm going to line my upper waterline. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Rockin' Kohl pencil in Barbarella Brown. You can't really see this when you have your mascara on, but it really just makes your eye color pop, which I love. So I just hold my eye up like this, and then I rim the waterline with this. It's important to have a kohl eyeliner or just a softer pencil eyeliner so you don't tug at your waterline, or else that's when it's gonna like hurt and make your eyes water. But I just literally quickly do that and we're done. Also, for any contact wears, this never smudges onto my contacts. Okay, and then to finish off with mascara, I am using the Loreal Lash Paradise brown mascara and the Covergirl Lash Blast clean mascara. So I do a coat of this one first and then I do a coat of this one. I also only use the L'Oreal mascara on my lower lash line. I don't do two coats on my lower lash line because I just think it looks too clumpy. And going in with the Covergirl mascara. I like using both because I think the Lash Paradise gives me the most volume and lift, but it can be a tiny bit clumpy. And so I use the Covergirl mascara to really separate everything out, and I think it creates the nicest lash look. Now, if you're anything like me, you got mascara all over your eyelids, but that is okay. I will show you how to fix it. We're gonna let that dry on our eyelids so that we can get it off. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna do my brows. So I actually don't have a brow routine. I feel like I already have very thick, dark brows, and so I don't like adding any color to them. And so I just use the Anastasia clear brow gel and I just brush through my brows. And that's all I do for my brows. I was, call it blessed or cursed with very dark, thick brows, and so that's what I do for them. Okay, if you ever get mascara on your eyelids like I do, I get mascara on my eyelids every time I put mascara on. I don't know why, but I just take a dry Q-tip and I just brush it off. You want light movement so you don't mess up your eyeshadow underneath. I always find this works the best for me. And if I feel like I've tugged too hard and I've taken some of my eyeshadow off, I just go in with my brushes that already have the eyeshadow on them. I don't dip into any more eyeshadow and I just brush it on top. And that normally fixes it for me. I obviously don't do very intricate eyeshadow looks, and so that probably wouldn't work if you were doing any sort of eye art or just, you know, you had a lot of product on underneath, but for me that always works really well. Okay, Last but certainly not least, this is my favorite part of doing my makeup, is the lip look. This is my go-to date night lip combo. These products together for some reason will truly last you all night. Even through eating dinner, I always have some color left on my lips, and I just think that is key for a date night makeup look. I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk Fair. This is pretty much an everyday staple for me. I love it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line my lips, and then I'm also gonna color almost my entire lip with the lip liner, so it just creates a base for your lipstick. I personally do not overline my lips because I never find that it looks right on me, and I also think that overlining tends to look a little better again in photos than it does in person. And so if you can see, I basically I lined my lip and then I just colored a little bit inside as well. Next, I'm going in with the Chanel Rouge Allure Velvet Lipstick in number 62. This is a really beautiful kind of rose color. And I make sure I have a good layer of that on. I am definitely not skimping out with this color because this is what will make your lipstick last the whole night. I don't know what it is about this formula and this lipstick, but I swear the color stays on your lips. It almost stains your lips while you're wearing it, like while you're out to eat. And I swear it still looks good after dinner, which is just, I think, amazing. And then of course I'm going in with my favorite lip gloss, Buxom Lip Cream in Pink Champagne. This is what is gonna lighten up our lip color. I feel like it looks dark on my lips right now, but adding this on top just lightens everything up and makes it look more pinky. I love this lip look so much. Let me take my pins out so I can show you the final result. Our perfect date night makeup look. Two things to talk about. I do not use any powder because I have very dry skin, and so especially in the winter my skin can be very dry and almost a little flaky, and I don't want the powder to catch on any dry spots. If you're oily and you need to use a little powder, I would definitely suggest the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush powder. It truly does airbrush your skin. I have never used a powder like this before. It is so good. This is what I use in the summer where I feel like I need to set my makeup more. If I'm out in like a hot or humid climate, this is what always keeps my makeup lasting long. You can of course add a little bit of this if you have oily skin. I also like to apply it with a smaller brush. This is the Real Techniques setting brush, and so you can kind of just get in where you need it to be, which I like because I feel like you don't want to put powder all over your face if it's going to take away the really nice glowiness we have on our cheeks. And so I would recommend those two products if you have oilier skin. And then to set everything, I am going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush setting spray. That is also key for making your makeup last all night. It really does do its job, and it sets everything in place, makes it look so nice. I never find that my makeup looks bad at the end of the night. And then to finish everything off, I'm gonna spray a little bit of my new favorite perfume. I'm still using the little travel size because I bought this to see if I liked it, and I love it. So once I finish this up, I'm gonna get the full size, but this is the Killian Angel Sheer perfume. It smells so good. Literally, like, I don't even know, like Christmas cookies or bourbon or like a hot toddy. It just smells delicious. So it's a really good date night scent as well. This really is my go-to when I'm going on a date. I always feel so confident in this makeup look, and I just think it's perfect. Glowy skin, a little bit of pop on the eyes, and a really nice lip that's gonna last us all night long. I will leave all the products that I use listed down below, and I will try to include shades as well in case you're interested in any of these, in case you want to recreate this makeup look. But I think that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you, Vogue, for having me. I hope you all have an amazing Valentine's Day full of lots of love, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!